He's like, oh, Jerry. That's sexual. Oh, Jerry. Mark Henry also was called sleeping with trains.
Oh, well, hey, more power to him.
This guy's like, wait a minute, you got a penis.
Only thing Mark Henry had to do. Oh, yeah, let it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Somebody had to let it go.
What?
Let it rain.
Let what go?
You in the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't. Never mind.
Chicken noodle soup. What's on the side?
What's up, dudes?
My principal assistant principal was dancing to this song.
This one?
No, Chick Little Susan. And
Oh,
when I went to Westchester County and I won my laptop.
Good thing that was just Harlem because nobody was claiming that.
What up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? I hope you enjoyed that little segment. That was, you guys probably heard that. Yeah, I had that joint recorded. No, thing which I were talking about.
Oh, I'm on YouTube talking about everybody passing ankles.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, how's everybody doing? It's open mic night again. And as always, you bring your questions towards me, and I'll answer them as the best I can, as always. We are now, it is January 25th, 2018. We are a few weeks away from Black Panther. I will be seeing that on the first day. You can believe that. But for everybody, let's see who's here. First thing, let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Who from the pack is here tonight? Let's check that out. Okay, we have Hunter Banks. Okay, we have hey man. Hi Lydia. Okay, Lydia's here. Look at that. Charles, Travis, Southern Jabroni, and pretty much everybody here so far. Okay, so everybody's here so far. Okay, we have one Omega here today. I'm glad to see my Omegas coming out. For everybody who doesn't know, the Omega is the female of the pack. So yeah, it's good to see that. Anyway, so let's see what we got here. I want to make sure I get these. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm loving the new Black Lightning show. I just put up my newest impression of the second episode called LaWanda. It was a really good episode. Really sad episode too. But it was great to see Black Lightning get Lala. Really, I thought he was going to kill him, but he didn't. Somebody else beat him to it. Let's see who else we got. Like I said, hey, lady, again. Let's see. Hope you've been doing well. I've been pretty good. I'm pretty good. Jabroni. That's Southern Jabroni. I'm not even joking about that. I don't know. He could be a brony. Are you a brony? You like My Little Pony? Because that's what a brony is. Or it's just because he's a pony. Hey. All right. Anyway, Let's see.
From the South. You must know about good old cookout.
Okay, first question. I got one from Lydia. What do you think? What do you think of the first look at Brie Larson's Captain Marvel? I saw the picture; looked very nice. I'm seeing already people flipping out because it's green instead of the red, blue, and yellow. Come on, it's probably the first stage of her costume because she is representing the Kree, so the Kree hack she. So I'm like, okay, but she looked good.
And it's probably taking place in the 90s. That could be her first doing it when she comes later. She could have her.
So yeah. So, but other than that, she looked great. She looked really good. The suit looked good on her. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, being that it is taking place in the 90s. Okay, what the hell, man? All right. Anyway, moving on. What do you think about Enzo getting fired from the WWE?
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, man, this Travis actually. Okay, well, Enzo getting fired from the WWE was a shocker at first because the allegations that came out that he was being charged with rape. Found out that those charges were false, but he knew about these charges and did not tell the company, his employers, that this was going down. So basically, WWE was caught off guard with this.
Now they're saying the investigation is still going on.
Okay, well, and still, it said that WWE has a zero tolerance for any kind of allegations like this. So, and a lot of people are saying, and even me, Malcolm have jokingly said, hey, this was just what, just like that straw that was, they were just waiting for something like, oh yeah, we got him now. Look, man, I think Enzo, he really deep into his character because I think after a while he really started to believe he was this certified G, and thing, all that stuff. And, it's just like, you got to separate yourself from that character from once in a while. And don't get me wrong, I was liking Enzo for a while, but then after a while, you start like, yo, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Look,
started with him getting thrown off the bus.
Yeah,
which he denies.
Look, man, he got fired because one, yeah, he withheld information, vital information that was needed. All right, okay, that could have been prevented. Number two, I don't get down with cheaters. All right, so he cheated. He was dating Liv Morgan, cute little Liv Morgan, and I'm not cool with that. I have no respect for people who cheat on people. And he kind of had it coming, man. Let's just be honest. I wish him nothing but the best, but he's gonna probably try to get me and Mom said reality TV or something like that. Because unless I see him on TNA, that's it. And TNA will probably pick him up. Yeah, oh yeah, they get him. They let him go. Let's get him. You know what? I'm gonna make a guarantee. I guarantee you'll see him on TNA Impact sometime soon. Watch.
So somebody said he gonna be Lorenzo. Lorenzo.
I don't know. Southern Jabroni. What was your opinion on the Raw 225? I was pretty disappointed with that, especially on behalf of the fact of the Manhattan Center. I really felt that. That it should have just taken place at the Manhattan Center, instead of being at the Barclays Center as well. It should have just been the Manhattan Center, and not, or what I thought was going to be whatever the combinance of matches they were going to have. They were going to break it up, and not just have, when you go to the Manhattan Center, it was all this talking and this and that. Two matches, a damn squash match, and a garbage match between Bray and Matt Hardy which should have been saved. You do all this damn building up, and you give us that.
Right. Luke, the wrestle talk. He felt that. No, wasn't Luke out? One was like, I felt that was either a sign of, yeah, WWE's done with the woke stuff.
Yeah, that was stupid. You bring JR and King back, and they're doing what? Just sitting there watching what's going on
and sleeping.
There were pictures of them sleeping, and I can understand why people at the Manhattan Center was like refund and stuff like that, because the Barclays Center got practically the whole show. The 25th was kind of just a cluster, in my opinion. It was great to see Stone Cold, and give it up to Steve Austin. Look like he's in great shape now. He looked like he lost a few pounds, and he's always said, he has to keep pretty much in shape because he does, that broken skull challenge and all that stuff. But he looked great. I thought it was really a kind of a slap in the face. You bring all these managers and all these great women back just to stand there and wave and everything like that. Why couldn't they interact with other people and stuff? It was just.
But the Miz,
and
Miz.
As for the Miz winning the title back, I'm like, yeah, whatever. He's holding it once again just for somebody else to take it. That's how I look at it. It's like, yeah.
He getting a big push, so it's not just him holding it. I will go on to say that I will give W credit for actually making the Man look like 1993 all over.
Yeah,
that was actually a good job.
Hey, who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble match? On SmackDown side, I'm pulling for Shinsuke. No, F Dolph Ziggler. Shinsuke, I'm pulling for, and no. And on the Raw side of things, it's who did I say it was again?
Finn.
I said Finn. Yeah, I did say Finn. But whoever, those are my two picks. Excuse me. All right. Let me see where we're at. Okay, so yeah, I'm a brony, planning to have a brony con. I'm planning to go to brony con, and yeah, see, I told you, I knew he was a brony. All right, brony con in Baltimore in July. Have fun. Okay, Mystic Guardian 98 love LGBT degrees. Hey, Chris. Hello. That is a long ass name, but I like it. Lydia asked me, who do you think will win? It better not be Roman. Yeah, I just talked about that, Lydia. Okay, Charles, it sounds like you're having a party in your room because anything exciting going on. That's my cousin is listening to classic music, and Malcolm's just using a lot of sound effects. It's okay. I don't mind it. Sterling Evans, hey, what do you think about the Super Bowl? We got the Patriots versus who's it again? Eagles. Well, we'll see. I mean, I just hope it's not a squash. I hope the Eagles play hard. I wouldn't say I'm pulling for the Eagles, but and I'm not really pulling for New England either. Here are two teams I wouldn't say I'm big fans of, but it is what it is. Let's see how it goes. But there's a part of me that actually wants the Eagles to win. Yeah, have a ring. Eagles.
Right? Yeah, there's a meme where there's a beer can with it. Bud Light has those team commemorative beer cans.
Yeah,
with the Eagles on it, and it has the place down. Every can gets a ring underneath it.
Yeah.
Like it's the closest the Eagles ever get to a ring.
Okay, well, yeah. So, like I said, yeah, I'm kind of more pulling for the Eagles a little. God damn it! Like questions keep coming too quick. I'm trying to. Hey, that's Marvin Gaye.
Whoa.
All right, let me see. I saw some questions. God damn it! I know I saw some questions. I saw some questions. Okay, I'm gonna check them out because this thing acting funny. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. What else was the other question? Okay. That was the Super Bowl. Okay. Hey, hey Nathan. Okay, what was it? Charles asked me, "What are your thoughts on the Avengers No Surrender story?" In my opinion, it's solid. Can't wait for the Hulk to come back. I'm behind on the No Surrender, but I've been hearing that it's really solid. You know, the way they're explaining Voyager, the character, the Forgotten Avenger, is way better than how Marvel has tried to explain the Sentry. Thank God. So I've been hearing that, and that's pretty good. That there was another Avenger, but she was supposedly written out of history when the Avengers first fought Loki. You know, wasn't just 5. There was actually 6 of them. So and that's cool. That's cool. The way they built, and you want to know who you thank for that? Mark Waid. What I tell you? Explain that magic, and you can get it. Okay. Okay, Saquon, what's good, player? In the women, yeah, and in the Royal Rumble match, who do you think would be as okay wait, in the women's Royal Rumble match, who do you want to see as a surprise? I wish it was Kong. I wish it was Amazing Kong. That'd be a big surprise. Um, Jazz would be a good surprise. That'd be cool.
I'm not sure if Jasmine, since she is part of that concussion lawsuit.
Oh, that's right. She is a part of that. Besides the usual like Trish and Lita and stuff like that, like I said before, I wish she's not back to full yet, but Mia Yim would have been great. I'd be so surprised if my Mia was there. But it's gonna. I'm just gonna look at this one as okay, who's gonna be coming out. So Travis, Ryu, and Hayate versus the Foot Clan. Goodbye, Foot Clan. Uh, hey, Omnitron. Hey, Dylan. See, Tekken BD26 fan. Yo, sick videos, bro. What do you think of? What do you think about us not seeing enough Killer Frost in the TV show, Flash TV? I kind of like this new vibe that they got for Killer Frost. Like it's kind of like the Hulk vibe. Like the emotions have to come out. It's either she's scared or she's angry, and then the eyes start glowing and Killer Frost comes out. I like that attitude. I like the episode that just passed where the way they had to get Caitlyn they said the childhood bully that she used to be scared of or mad with, and they said it and she just went and she just came out as Killer Frost. What I did not like was how easily they got captured by the trickster. And then she went back to normal. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? And that was about it. But other than that, I like that. You don't need to saturate yourself because I do like Caitlyn as well. I like the actress who plays Caitlyn. I mean, I've seen her since she was a little girl. So You know, now she's a grown woman now. So, and she's happily married. So I do want a balance, and they seem to know when to balance it, when Killer Frost is needed and when Caitlin Snow is needed. I like that. Ethan Slump. What do you think of Viking Miracle? What's Viking Miracle? Somebody explain that to me. Hey Chris, Hunter Banks. Hey Chris, what are your thoughts on Vince McMahon bringing back the XFL?
Oh,
Yeah, I need some love for that one right there.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on. I got a perfect one for this.
Yes. So give me a sound effect, please.
I got you. I got you.
Gotta get a little closer to this one. God.
This thing's gonna be a flop.
Yeah, look. I was around when Vince tried it the first time. I didn't care for it then, and I still don't care for it now. It's just stupid, in my opinion. I don't care if it's not coming to 2020. It's like you're basically still trying to compete with the NFL.
There you go.
I have nothing. I'm just like, if it works, it works. But if I still have a feeling it's not going to work. So, no thank you. No fucking thank you. Well, in the meantime, let's move on. I'm Tron. Do you think the CW could add Guy Gardner as their Green Lantern? He's one of my top favorite Green Lanterns. So your thoughts? Guy, I guess. I mean, I'm not the biggest Guy Gardner fan. I'm not. He's not even my third favorite Earth Green Lantern. He's not. But there's all these crazy, already these crazy theories that Lynn Stewart is related to John Stewart. The one thing I don't want Black Lightning to become is just the home for all the black heroes. That's what I don't want. I don't want that Earth, whatever Earth is going to be. I don't want that. I really don't. Because it's just like, oh, this is where all the black heroes are. The other black heroes are. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But for Guy Gardner, I guess it could work. I mean, that'd be cool. But we'll just have to see. Sterling, yeah, I like Mac, but he didn't have the great year. Oh, okay. Talking about something else. Okay. Did Tori Wilson age this past? Tori Wilson has aged like fine wine. That's coming from her yoga and all her workouts she does. I follow her on Twitter and things like that, and she's always showing off her nice body. And this is the woman that who was dating her? Wasn't Alex Rodriguez? He was dating her. Alex Rodriguez was dating her. But she looked great. I wasn't shocked. I was just like,
She looked like a totally different person. That's how young.
Have you played Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition? Yeah, I was playing it this afternoon. I was playing it this afternoon. Played it when it first uploaded. I just didn't know it was taking that much. Man, that update is huge, but it's but it's great. It's cool to see Sakura back in the game, and wow, Sakura's grown. boy, she's growing up, and you know, I think she's got a crush on you to the point she didn't come on and say it, but it's almost like she basically said, "I want to have your babies with you." I'm like, okay.
It's not my cousin, right?
Huh?
Isha?
No, Sakura.
Oh,
No. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Let's see. Thoughts on the rumor that the Titans will be, in fact, canon in the CW universe? All right. All right. Let's see where you go with that. That'd be cool. I mean, it would give us some indication that, yeah, at least we do know that if Robin does, you know, Dick Grayson does exist in this, the Arrowverse or whatever, then yeah, let's do it. I don't. Are we talking the Arrowverse? Or are we talking the? But you saying CW verse? So, okay. Sterling, do you think Marvel will? Do you think Marvel will an Agent of Atlas movie or TV show? Right now, um, I doubt it. I mean, it'd be cool to see Jimmy Woo and Namora and Gorilla Man and all those characters. You know, it'd be cool to see the Agents of Atlas, but they would have been more meaningful if there was a show taking place in the 1950s or something like that. Because that's kind of what they dealt with, like weird stuff like that, like Twilight Zone and that stuff. What are you going? What?
The XFL thing is over. Let's not bring it back up.
Oh yeah, I ain't bringing that back up. I kissed the TV when Trish Stratus came out. Really? Wow. Travis, who in your opinion is the Vince Russo of comics? Oh God. I see. I'm going Rob Liefeld on that bullshit right there. There you go.
He said,
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Next up, Will Miser. It's my 27th birthday. As a gift, can you talk about your favorite wrestling personality? Vince Russo. Man, the fuck out of here with this Vince Russo shit. Fuck him. There you go. Hit it. Screw Vince Russo, okay? He was, from rumor has it, he was mad that he didn't get invited to the 25th anniversary. You know what? Go suck a dick. Get out of here. Next up, I hope Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy come back. Rey is doing his thing independent wise, and I think he's signed with TNA. I'm not sure. And Jeff is injured, so he'll be back.
He was randomly there.
He was randomly, yeah, he was there, but he's injured, so but he'll be back. Road Dog, would you consider Molly Holly to be one of the best women's wrestlers and should be go into Hall of Fame? Yeah, of course. Molly was a hell of a competitor and a hell of a worker. And she was more of that ground and pound base wrestler. You know, she could take you to the mat. She could take it to the air too. You know,
That's what found the irony of
yeah,
that. And she was mostly a maybe basic, like technical, but
Yeah.
her finisher was the Molly going.
yeah. But you know, I have a feeling Molly will be in the Hall of Fame real soon. I have no doubt about that. Omnicron, thoughts on John Cena being? Yeah, I read that John Cena being Duke Nukem stuff. Look, in all honesty, that could probably suit him. You know, Cena's personality, Duke Nukem. You know, but it's a video game movie. You know, and video game movies aren't doing so well. They don't do well. They don't. And even with somebody like John Cena, you know, he has to be the leading man to carry that franchise. And all of Cena's movies where he was the leading man, they really haven't done that well. I mean, they haven't. You know, I like the Marine, but a lot of it didn't make sense. And I didn't see, no, I did see 12 Rounds, but I didn't see it in theaters. When I did see it, I just was like, eh. I didn't see, after that, I didn't watch any other movie with Cena in it.
You watched 12 Rounds?
I've watched 12 Rounds. I've seen it once. It came on.
Yeah, we watched.
Yeah. But, you know, this character kind of suits, you know, Cena's personality, you know, kind of that over the top, edgy, you know, things like that. But it's all right. He wouldn't have been my. It's not, and it's not saying that he is gonna play it. It's just they're saying it's in talks, I guess. Do you think they'll let Duke Nukem be rated R in spite of Cena? First of all, I don't. Once again, is it really said that he would play him, or is it just they in talks of him playing?
Like I was in talks like play Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
it didn't happen.
Didn't happen. So I'm not sure. In all honesty, it would have to be rated R. I mean, that's Duke Nukem. I mean, but well, no, you know, well, I shouldn't say it have to be because from the Assassin's Creed movie wasn't rated R. So yeah, I think people get this misconception that it has to be rated R to be good or just to show a lot of violence and stuff, and that's not true. That's not true.
Since the game was
yeah. I get it.
Now, Mortal Kombat 995 wasn't rated R. I liked it, but at the end of the day, you want an authentic Mortal Kombat thing. Yeah, it has to be. It pretty much gotta have something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but then that's the authenticity of things. Then yeah, it goes that way. Tino, I know you're a huge fan of Bruce Lee. Yes. Are you the same with Ip Man? I've watched all of his Sifu's movies, except for the third one. I haven't watched it yet. But I'm a huge Donnie Yen fan, and I've watched Ip Man. Those were really good movies. So yes. Let's see. Sing Quan, Sing, can you say I heard a rumor about Jeff Hardy might use the Willow gimmick versus Bray? Is that any truth to that? I have no idea, and I would not want to see that. I didn't like when he brought it to TNA. I didn't get it. It was, I don't know. I'd rather see him bring his Wolverine gimmick. That's when they were kids. Do you think Marvel should make movies about lesser-known superheroes? Lesser-known heroes. Not every hero needs a movie, and you're putting not all their heroes in the movies. The best way to do it is introduce them into other movies, and that gets people interested in them. You just give a movie to in some ways, Ant-Man was lesser known to some people. Nobody knew, not a lot of people knew who Ant-Man was. So Ant-Man got the rub, and look at him now. So in a sense, yeah, there's your lesser known. But they got a plan. Marvel has a plan. They're sticking to that plan. That is the one thing I respect about Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige. They got a plan. They stick to that blueprint. They don't necessarily always detour from it. They stick to it. Trust them. Nathan X is with the Super Bowl coming up. There's a halftime, but what is your dream halftime performance? I don't know.
I got a question for you, Chris. When you think of the Super Bowl, are you really focused on who's doing the halftime performance?
Nope.
There you go.
There you go. Nope.
I know it's
It's an
just part of
interesting
tradition.
It's prison, but if I was to say anything, I would say Michael Jackson collaborating with Metallica. That would be a good performance. There you go. I'll throw that out there for you. Oh, the miracle. Oh, the Viking miracle from the Vikings versus New Orleans. Okay. Ah. Okay. I think I'm. Okay. There are a lot of badass superheroes and anti-heroes that don't get enough attention. Name a few. I swear, Agents of Atlas would be a perfect movie. I didn't say it wouldn't be a perfect movie. I'm just saying that it would have to deal with something like really going out there. Because to me, it would be interesting because first of all, I want to see Namora. I want to see an Atlantean from finally brought in. It'd be great in a perm because this would be led by an Asian actor. And I still say to this day, just get Daniel Day Kim to play Jimmy Woo. There you go. It'd be interesting to see a talking gorilla, Gorilla Man and Robot Man and all them guys like those. But yeah, who do you think? What do you think of the theory that God of War will actually set up Kratos as being Odin with his son being Balder or Thor? Whoa, who made that theory up? Man, I don't know. I can't really see like Kratos being Odin and his son being Thor or Balder. I that's kind of hard for me to picture that. I am looking forward to that. I just actually put up my reaction to the new trailer. And I said it in my reaction. I say it here. This is be in a long time where I'm actually pulling for Kratos. I'm actually pulling for this guy. I'm actually like, I want, mainly because in the past, up to 2 and up, Kratos to me just came off as the bully. The bully.
You said 1?
No, 2.
Oh, yeah.
2 and up. And from all the other ones, I have not played all of the, because I know there was a game in between 1 and 2, or where he was the God of War, and there was a game where you could play with him as the God of War. And there was some other games I haven't played with. I noticed a pack for PS3, but Kratos to me has just came off as the bully. Like, I will have my revenge, and it's like, where does your revenge escalate from? You do this, then they take it away from you because you become too arrogant and power hungry, blah, blah. Then you want revenge. But now here, Kratos is in Norseland. He's not in Greece anymore. He had a wife, and now he's got a son, a half God's son, because now in the trailer they're saying that Kratos is a god. He's not. He's a demigod, meaning his son would be not fully God either. What would his son be? Like 1/4 of God or something like that? Because it's like Goku full Saiyajin, Gohan's a half Saiyajin. His daughter is only 1/4. So yeah, it's the same thing. But now they're saying that Kratos is a full god. But the trailer was great. The visuals in that game are beautiful. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. And I know most of that was just in-game cutscenes and stuff, but it looked beautiful. And it does have me pulling for Kratos. Like, okay, Tell your son. I have a real reason to care for him now. Like again, like I haven't cared for Kratos really since the first one. That's real. I'm just letting you guys know. To me, Kratos was a big bully. Yeah, I don't like bullies. Monster Hunter World comes out tomorrow. Will you get it? I want to play Monster. I never played a Monster Hunter game. Actually want to play it, but before that, we got the Dragon Ball game coming out. So yeah, of course. Before that, that's a must for me. What anime have you watched on Netflix? I watched a lot of anime on Netflix, so that's not a good question to ask me. Have you seen the new Suicide Squad animated trailer? No, I haven't. I know they're making a new animated film. It's rated R, things like that. Let's see. Travis, have you read the comic book Invincible? Yeah, I've read Invincible. Read all the way up to when he fought his father, and that Jesus Christ, that was the bloodiest fight I've ever seen in my life. Jimmy Woo was actually in Ant-Man, and yeah, that's right. Jimmy Woo is in. Yes, that's right. He is going to be in Ant-Man. So yeah, there's my theory. I forgot who's playing him too. I know that's right. Jimmy Woo was casted. I totally forgot about that. There's also I'm trying to. There's also a rumor since they're filming where Black Lightning is that there will be canon to Black Lightning, which I can see. After all, they did mention other heroes. Yeah, Black Lightning. They did mention other heroes, but I don't think I don't think they're going to be canon. If the Titans are canon on his Earth, then that means Batman's canon on his Earth. Once again, I just can't see it. I don't. Even though I said before, I don't want to see Black Lightning's world just become. That's where all the black heroes are. Somebody said, I'm hoping it's Earth M, the milestone. Then that all black heroes. I don't want that. Sterling Van, what if CM Punk came back? That would be crazy as fuck. Well, forget it. He ain't coming back. That I think that needs to stop right there because that man is not coming back. Right? He is not coming back. And yeah, hit it. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. He's not.
I just there's so much and still burning.
Yeah, there's still too much animosity. He's not coming back. He's got a big ego, and Vince got a big ego. Hunter's got a big ego, and you get all them big egos clashing together. Forget it. I can see AJ coming back before him. Mandalore. I want them to establish Black Lightning before adding him into any universe because the show doesn't need other heroes to carry it. I've said that before. Right now, focus on what's his world right now. We already know that Anissa is going to become Thunder. Okay, right? Yes, Roland Smith did say in there that there are other heroes in that world, but right now, it's going to focus more on the nucleus of what the show, Black Lightning, his family, Tobias Whale, people like that. That's what it's going to focus on right now. I really don't. It's going to feel what I wanted to do is do the Supergirl route. See how the Supergirl did? It wasn't really considered part of, and then later on, and everybody knows it probably is going to become part of it. But this show stands out because it's not like the other CW shows. It's not. They take on issues that Arrow, Flash, Legend of Tomorrow don't do. The last time I seen an issue Legend of Tomorrow did was when they went back in time during the time, during slave, and Jax got caught and locked up as a slave, and then he was like, how do y'all stand this? Like, he kind of got to see what it's like being a slave back then. That was it. After that, you never saw anything else issue like that brought up ever again. Here, Black Lightning is this show is so grounded in what Luke Cage did. It's like they touching on things. You're like, Jesus Christ. I mean, this last episode, like I said before, the character Lala shot his cousin back of the head. Couldn't even do it in front of him. He did it in a pop. He killed a mother like it was nothing. Like, I ain't got time for this. And pop. And they really push they're really pushing the envelope, but they're touching on issues that, in my opinion, the other CW shows won't do. And that's something that is kind of needed, They're not hiding from it. I mean, look at Anissa, straight up. She's gay. They ain't hide that. They're like, yeah, look, she's sleep kissing another girl. She's half naked with another girl. She was half naked. I ain't gonna lie. And one of my friends, Mr. Carlos, said she got a nice butt. And I kind of looked. I was like, yeah, she do. But they not hiding that. It took a while for Supergirl's sister kind of admitted that she's gay, or even White Canary to kind of admit like she's bisexual. It's just like, okay, but this is really where they're letting right front and center. Bam, here you go. This is what these characters are, and I like that. But I also like the fact that in this they kind of bring up that issue that I even said in my impression. Like, Lynn says that Jefferson, him using his powers is like an addiction, and you can kind of throw that out. Any hero, he had, like, every hero can look at it like that. These heroes with these amazing powers, is it kind of an addiction? It's like, does Superman need to be doing what he does? Does Spider-Man need to do what he does? Does all these characters who have these amazing powers, do they really need to do it? Is it addiction? Is it a rush for them? And that issue was kind of brought up, and I'm like, okay, that kind of caught me off guard, but and it actually started me thinking, like, hey, she telling the truth. But then I love how Jefferson threw it back at her. But when we first discovered my powers, you said it was a gift. It was a gift from God, and that kind of shut her up. She was like, it kind of like she almost said, "Oh yeah, that's right. I did say that." Yeah,
It's an addiction.
Yeah.
Or Batman. They could cope with it from going insane.
Yeah. Batman, you can also put that too. Like, yeah, I don't think he could stop being. He couldn't stop being Batman if he wanted to. He's gonna.
Dixon said we got this.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I going? Drama. So I'm gonna use my phone because when I'm on the other thing, it moves too fast, and everybody, like, you got to guys kind of slow it down a little bit with the questions. Let me get to one at a time. Okay, so I want Cena as Duke, but that would start a lot of drama, I guess. Are you a fan of the traditional wrestling, like Dan Gable style? Roman record, yeah, fine. I like all wrestling styles.
Damn,
You mean Chad Gable, right? Or is it me, or did WWE water down the APA while JBL said we don't fight like animals in the bar? He said barbarians, I think, or savages. I don't, I don't care. Don't know. What do you think about a X-23 movie? I'll be cool with it. Said that before. I've answered that anytime before. I'm sure. Oh, I only said Duke Nukem should be rated R because Duke Nukem's famous potty mouth. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he does have a potty mouth. Um, hey Chris, okay. Hunter Bank sexes me. Hey Chris, do you think it would be good idea or a bad idea for Disney to buy Sony? Bad idea. I don't want them buying everything. The Empire Strikes Again. Hell or okay, Mando, this is that for me. The Dundee spoof. Laughing. Yeah, I saw that thing, that Dundee. I'm like,
oh, see, okay, you did get it because Steve was like, Steve said about this Dundee. He's like, I hope Chris don't catch it. He might actually throw something.
I saw this silly thing. I'm like, what the hell is this? And Chris Hemsworth's in it too. I'm like, I don't know. I just okay. Do you see if Agents of Shield getting? Do you see Agent of Shield getting a sixth season, or is it the end after the fifth? I think this is it. Yeah, I think they've kind of. I don't know, where do they go from here? They're kind of dealing with outer space and stuff. It's like, where do you go from here? Where they go supernatural or really supernatural, like dealing with characters like Blackheart and Mephisto and stuff. It's like I I don't know. I really just want them back in the MCU. You know, I would love to see May with. I would love to see May with Widow, like her, something like that. What are your thoughts on Superman 4? Oh, you talking about Sunman and yeah, now I'll have my fun and scratch Superman on the back of the neck and hit it. No. Sterling Evans wrote, "There's going to be a Superman 4." Wow. Okay, y'all making me feel old. Damn, Sterling, you making me feel old right now. Yeah, there were 4 Superman movies with Christopher Reeve. Please tell me you're joking. You're. It was The Quest for Peace, where Superman went around taking out all nuclear missiles and he would throw it into the sun. He would take every nuclear missile every country had and he would throw it into the sun. And one time, Lex Luthor, played by Gene Hackman, he was able to create some kind of super tissue, human tissue, and he wrapped it up in this fabric and he placed it on one of the missiles. And because he knew Superman was going to grab this missile and throw it into the sun, somehow the explosion from the missile and the sun turns this living tissue into a grown man, and he comes back and he's this blonde, scowl wearing, have my fun and all this bullshit, and he can extend his nails, like his nails could actually grow, like look like he's wearing press on nails, like he and him and Superman fought, and the last time he picks up the Statue of Liberty and he throws it, Superman catches it, right, and puts it back on Liberty Island where it was. Well, no, he didn't actually put it because when Superman was about to put it, somehow this scratches him on the back of the neck, and that hurts Superman. But and Superman let go of the statue. So the statue actually conveniently falls back onto the where the platform of the Statue of Liberty was, and after that, Superman gets really sick and all this. This is just a terrible. Yeah, he and his nail grow and I don't recommend anybody sitting down watching it. Please, God, don't. That was the worst one out of Christopher Reeve's run.
Wasn't that his swan song?
That was his swan song. That was terrible. I'm sorry, Mr. Reeves. Okay, he wasn't thinking. Okay, yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Do you, Tino Longo? Do you have a favorite Batman Arkham game? I'd probably say Arkham City is my favorite. I'd probably say that's my favorite. Reason why I don't say Arkham Knight because I already figured out who the Arkham Knight was before the game even came out. I was like, why should that be Jason? I knew it. And then as soon as it happened, I'm like, whatever. Are you thinking about doing Let's Play for Dragon Ball Z Fighter? Yeah, I'm gonna put some gameplay up for that game. The story mode, and I'll probably put up some online game. I think I'm gonna put that on my main channel, not my gaming channel, because that kind of technically is still kind of comics in a sense. I only put comic games and retro gaming up on my main channel. Everything else goes on my gaming channel. Which last thing I put up on my gaming channel was some online stuff I was doing with Dead by Daylight. So I gotta start doing that. The Batman, the new Batman Telltales, and I want to, and of course the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltales. Those are comic stuff. So yeah, put those up. I still like the movie Last Dragon. Who doesn't like The Last Dragon? Yeah, I love that movie. I remember that song too. Randall Park. Yeah, is Jim. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I think Brian Bosworth would be, when he was younger, looked like Duke Nukem. Oh, yeah, was he based there? That was based there. Okay. What was he? It's been fun, but I had to go to bed early day tomorrow. Bye, Amishan. I've been watching your vids for about 5 or 6 years, and I just wanted to say that you're one of my favorite YouTubers, and you're very underrated. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sterling. I really appreciate that. I take what I can get from YouTube, and I'm not the biggest YouTuber. I don't have over 1 million subscribers and things like that, but I take what I got. 8,000 is not bad. I'm still moving strong. Hey Chris, you brought up a question about addiction other than Tony Stark. What other heroes have faced addiction? Other heroes? Roy Harper, he got hooked on drugs. Roy Harper had an addiction.
Wasn't there people that got hooked on alcohol?
Carol Danvers. For a while, she became a big alcoholic. For a while. Let me see who else was there. Outside of in the Spider-Man universe, Harry Harry got hooked on drugs back in the 70s, big time. Those are a couple of people I remember getting hooked on addictions. But yeah, those are a few. Well, good talk, Chris. I'll have to see. Goodbye, Tino. What's your ideal Fantastic Four cast? My ideal Fantastic Four cast. Okay. Well, first of all, I would want them to be older. I know everybody's saying, but let's start with the obvious. Let's start with Johnny Storm. All right, let's start with Johnny. First of all, the guy's got to be person's got to be charismatic, funny, and somebody that can make up that. And I still say Zac Efron could do it. I think he could pull off Johnny Storm really well. That's just me. For Sue, you need somebody a little bit more stern because Sue is the heart. Sue is the heart and the foundation to me of the four. She kind of keeps the rest of them in check. So you need somebody who has that motherly vibe because she is a mom, but also and who is it that I said could probably play her? I did say Ali Lauder could play her. I did say, and I still think she could. I still think Ali Lauder could play. She was supposed to play her, but she turned it down because she was doing Resident Evil, and she told the directors give Jessica Alba, her friend Jessica Alba, which was
I thought she took it for Heroes.
Yeah, Heroes. Thank you. Yeah, she did Heroes. I still think Ali Lauder could do it. For Reed Richards, you need somebody. God, at one point I said it could have been the actor who played Wesley from Angel and Buffy. But now I'm still can't pick. And for Ben, first of all, if he's gonna be Ben Grimm for a while, human, show them as Ben Grimm, and of course, then a better looking makeup for him being when he's a thing. And Ben, a part of me wanted David Harper as Ben Grimm. I thought he could have probably pulled off, but he's gonna be Hellboy now, But yeah, he's one of them. What is your favorite style of wrestling if you have to pick one? I like technical. I love technical mat-based wrestling. Yeah, anything's not CZW. You got that damn right.
Oh, and I know for sure. Selling.
Yeah, selling, but I'm also a big strong style. Like I like that strong style. Like I love that. I love Lucha Libre. I have a lot of respect for Lucha Libre. Yeah. But definitely technical based wrestling is great. I love that. Thoughts on the upcoming Master of the Universe movie? Well, David Gore better not fuck it up. That's what I know for sure. That's for one thing. Don't screw up my He-Man. I already had to deal with that once. Don't do it again. Who would you cast as Adam Warlock? A part of me is thinking the actor oh my god, who played Tarzan in the last Tarzan movie. I could see him as Adam Warlock. Paint him up, orange skin or golden orange skin. Make him grow out his hair. I could see it. Nicolas Cage, get out of here. Adam Warlock. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe. All right.
Do you feel that?
No, not yet. No, don't. Mally Simpson. What do you think of the Goldbergs? What do you think about Goldberg's appearance in the Flash episode, Elongated Night? I didn't mind it, but I kind of called what Goldberg was going to do on the show in terms of once I saw, oh, he's going to be a prisoner. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a typecasting role, ex wrestler, former wrestler, yeah, and Barry's now in jail right now, so let's make him a prisoner. We've seen that a lot in other shows. Macho Man was on Macho Man.
Macho Man was on Macho
No,
Man.
I'm just going Macho Man.
He was on Walker.
Walker. Scott Steiner on Walker. They were both. Yeah, they were all prisoners. No, Hogan wasn't a prisoner. No, but no, that's like a stereotypical role for a wrestler on a show is be a prisoner. But I also called that basically he was going to know Henry Allen. I was like, watch him know Henry, and then what happened? I did it because I was your father. I knew it. I didn't mind it. I don't mind it at all. It's cool. It's all right. But I just didn't like how Goldberg got beat down. I'm like, the fuck out of here. I was like, he couldn't beat these three twigs. I'm like, come on. And then Barry comes and it's funny because my brother brought it up. But if you watch that fight with Barry, the last time they were beating up Goldberg, it truly showed if Barry did not have his speed, he was gonna get shanked. Like that guy had a clear shot at him and he had to move. I was like, man, come on, Barry. But yeah, it was okay. It was a he was typecasted, but it's what are you gonna do? And he's not the first ex wrestler on the show. Edge was actually Adam Smasher. Scotty Snowman. Hey, my kid. Hope you're doing well. You're having a chill night. Yeah, I'm having a chill night. Pretty much. Nuclear Man. There we go. Thank you. Nuclear Man. That was ridiculous. Arkham Origin is very underrated. Yeah, it's underrated. But it to me was, I felt like, was it really needed to do a prequel? That's what I felt. Like,
I think that was like the general consensus of that game.
Yeah, it was like, was it needed? That's my big thing about it. Was it really needed? Let's see. Okay. Manuel, hey, 8,000 subscribers is great quality over quantity. Yeah. I've never denied, like, I don't go around saying, man, I wish I had subscribers like Dashi has and stuff like that. I don't do that. I take what I can get. And I love Dashi. If let's say, for example, if I woke up tomorrow and I saw my 8,000 went from 8,000 to 80,000, I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Like,
these bots.
Yeah, these bots, because to me, I am looking at it like that. It's like, what's bots and what's real? Who are really watching my stuff, commenting on my vids, things like that. There are times my vids do get over a lot of views, and I do know that's because sometimes I know when to put them up at the right time, especially when it comes to trailers and stuff. Like when Black Panther came out, I was all over it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on this too. And most of the people that come on it are just coming through. And so they get an indication of what I'm like. And it's just like, okay. Some people see me just see one side. Some people just come, they see me do the FBE stuff and they see Hurricane and hear Hurricane more, and it's just like, okay, this guy is kind of crazy. I kind of like that when some people say that, like, you got issues, or when people see me kind of clutching my heart when I see, like, I remember people were really scared, like, do you have heart condition? I'm like, no, I don't have no heart condition. Like, why are you thinking that? Yeah, I had heart conditions. Yeah, there was some people that think that, yeah, you hear me kind of going to that that mode, and they're just like, "You guys crazy," but wow, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, Dashi when he does that on his second channel, that just is crazy. Chris, you've been YouTube, one of my favorite YouTube since 2008, while I was a freshman in high school. Oh, damn. Okay, I didn't. Why you? That just shows me the channel's been around. In my opinion, you're one of the best YouTubers out there. Like I said, I appreciate that. Yeah. I've been around since '07, so yeah, it's cool. Road Dog, I just wanted to share a funny story. Someone told me they've seen the Super Friends show, but doesn't know who the Legion of Doom is. How? Wait a minute. So this person has seen the Super Friends TV show cartoon, but don't know the Legion. How does that work? I don't get it. Thanks, man. You're so humble, keeping up the good work. And could you please make more videos about Black Panther? Um, I do plan to make some more stuff with Black Panther. Don't worry. He's watching something. I am about to bring back my segment. My segment characters, why I like them, and I haven't done Black Panther, so you'll see Black Panther soon. So yeah, don't worry. I'd cast Julia Benz. That's the other person. Thank you, Ken. Julia Benz could probably. She kind of already was Sue Richards in No Ordinary Family. She kind of was, but she was a speedster in that. I could still have seen her play the Enchantress, because she is a good bad girl. I'm not even lying. She's really good at being a bad girl. Look at her, Darla. She was on fire. Hi, Kevin Weeks. What's up? Since there's so many remakes coming out out, this is from Mandalore, out, should Hollywood start doing 80s live action movies of like Thundercats, Silverhawks Mask? Only if they take their goddamn time, they find the right people to do it. Because I swear to the spirits above, if that fucker, you know who, I'm not even, he don't even deserve me to name. If he comes and says, I'm now doing a Thundercats, I'm gonna break my computer. Yes. If they want to do a Thundercats movie, it better be right. It better be, you get the right people. Don't be getting that fool. Silverhawks.
We don't need the Thundercats sinking in the bay.
Yes, we don't need Thundercats sinking in the bay. That's a good one. Yeah, I know. Patrick Wilson would be a perfect That's the other guy, Patrick Wilson. He's good too. I do want a man who looks. I want Reed to be at least in his late 40s or early 50s. I don't want him being. Well, that's not old.
No, but could you have seen
George Clooney? Oh no, I love George, but no more super movies for him, please. No more.
What about the actor from Mad Men?
The actor from Mad Men, the one that's on the H&R Block. I still say he could play Dick Tracy, the Shadow. I think he would be good as.
So you don't think George Clooney was good at Batman?
Hell no. He's even admitted it. He's even come on and said, I'm sorry for Batman. He's admitted it.
He was just George Clooney.
He was just George Clooney. That shaking of the head every when he talked as Batman, I was just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Victor Fernando, Big Destroyer. Yo. What's up? Okay, here's a crazy casting. Hugh Jackman as Dr. Doom. Can he pull it? Oh God, no. No, I don't. I don't want to see Hugh. I don't like seeing Hugh play villains. I really don't.
You know, he got an angry face.
Yeah, but no.
Like he's in John shot.
And Chappie,
Chappie.
yeah, I did not like him as.
I thought you were gonna see an angry face like Tom. I thought you were gonna be like that.
I just can't see Hugh Jackman
That's why
being.
they haven't done a lot of do a live action animated Tom and Jerry movie.
Walton Googles would be a perfect Doctor Doom in my opinion. Walter Goggles? That's what I have to look that. Walter Googlins. I mean, okay. I just look him up. Saying later. Who is your favorite character on The Walking Dead? For me, it's Daryl, but Rick is closer. I stopped watching The Walking Dead a long time ago. I don't even care for watching that show anymore. I lost interest in that show. I'd say it in front of her. I said it in front of her a lot of times. I just don't watch the show anymore. I just after the governor,
The prison fight.
after the governor and the prison fight where Rick was just losing to the governor. I can't see anybody losing to him. I'm like, man,
He is a big guy.
I'm like, fuck out of here, man. I was just done with. To me, even when I started reading the comic for a while, I got kind of tired. I'm like, okay, I get it. Right? It's trying to survive. The zombies are not the real theme. It's really the humans trying to survive, and I get that. But after a while, it's just to me, it's like, what more can you do? I mean, the show's been renewed again, but it's to the point. It's like, AMC, really? How far are you really going with this? Or is it just because you still are milking this? Are you milking it?
I really can't say.
Yeah, and I can't really say. And then they want to do the prequel, the Dawn of War, and then I sat down and watched that for a while, and I was tired of it. I got tired of it real quick. It's just there's only so much. I think because I just got out of it, I got hit with too much zombie stuff. I was like, I'm oversaturated with zombies. See that they don't do that with my werewolves. See, they don't do that. See, that's smart.
Yeah, at one point they was.
No, they were doing that with vampires.
No, because you had Twilight, you had the Wolfman movie, and during that you also had Teen Wolf. It was a trend where it was vampires and werewolves. It's just that seemed to go with the werewolves. I did enjoy Teen Wolf, I came on it late. It seemed as though it was just enough, and it was bam. There you go.
Yeah, but they didn't oversaturated. Like there was zombies. Once Walking Dead came up, there was like zombie movies like crazy coming out.
Yeah, Zombieland.
Yeah,
like
Zombieland was no problem.
You had Warm Bodies.
Yeah,
remember it was the zombie that can function. He was trying to come.
That was based off a book too.
But I could remember. I think it was the Vampire Sin where it'd be like, oh, this movie basically got the kids just saying, yeah, it's just like, remember the Vampires?
Yeah, like crazy. All right. Do you get a lot of people asking you to watch the fan-made trailers? Fan-made trailers of what? Ken, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let's see. Let's see. Question: what was your favorite moment? This is from Scotty Showman. What was your favorite moment on WWE Raw 25 anniversary special? I wouldn't know if you call it a special. It's just probably the favorite moment is seeing the opening segment, seeing Stone Cold just stun Vince, which I couldn't believe. Man, Vince dropped his knees. I was like, oh my god, his knees.
That was probably one of his best stunts he ever took.
Yep, I was like, oh my god.
Shane being dumb.
Yeah, Shane being dumb. I didn't get that one. Let's see. Charles Gorman, damn it. Do you think Hulk's fight with Clark was PSI? Wait, Clark. We talking talking in. We talking Gladiator, right? Yeah. If that's not what I'm thinking, if you're also talking
Yeah.
if you're talking also, I don't read a Hulk right now, so I can't really tell you. It's got Greg Land doing the artwork, so screw Greg Land. I will not read any. I'm not reading anything that man's artwork is. If I do, it's got to be in novel form, so I can't really say. Of course, this is from Scotty Showman. If you could pick any two wrestlers in the WWE today to have a match of the year, who would you pick and what would the stipulation be? AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Iron Man match. There you go. That's it. There you go. Mandela, thoughts on the Venom movie? I don't know. You know, I know they saying young Mr. Holland is going to make an appearance in it. It's still, to me, you can't do Venom right off the bat like that. That doesn't make any sense.
They're basically making him a standalone character.
Yeah, he's a standalone character already. That doesn't work for me. And they basically, what they're doing is basically taking his Lethal Protector run, because it takes place in San Francisco. For those who don't know, Eddie Brock is from San Francisco. He's from San Francisco, not from New York. He's from San Francisco. But to me, it doesn't. It's just like, here, Sony once again, just they can't let Spider-Man go. They don't want Marvel, that it's Spidey's real papa and mama, to outshine them. That's why they're doing that Venom movie. That's why they're doing that Silver Sable movie, Black and Silver, which is stupid. They're still talking about doing a Morbius movie, which is stupid. It's they just can't let it go. What they need to do, Sony needs to do, is focus on the Valiant universe, which they should be doing. You know, focus on that universe now. Focus on your Bloodshot and your Shadow Man and your Man of X of War and all that other stuff. You know, let Marvel go. Superhero fan made trilogy. I've watched a few. I haven't watched all of them. Again. It's got poor 70+ Vince laughing out loud. He took it well. Okay. That would be sick. Hope that match happens. I kind of do. But I don't think it'll be. I don't think
it does make me wrong. We talking about make wonder when WWE gonna do, and
you know,
that 60-man Iron Man match.
Yeah,
the first they did was with Sasha and Charlotte. Yeah. That wasn't even 60 minutes. It was 30 minutes.
I mean, there's even the fact of, to me, you know, since I wish he wasn't injured, but I would love to see AJ and AJ and Samoa Joe go at it again, man. I love those matches between them. Sterling, is TJ Miller still in Deadpool 2? Yeah, he's still gonna be in it, even with his allegations as well. Yeah, he's in it. Nice seeing you, but I gotta go. Good night. Later, Dylan. We're gonna get ready to wrap this up too. Scotty, okay. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins, 2 out of 3 falls. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Road Dog, have you forgiven Hulk Hogan for what he said? Now everybody, all eyes are on me.
Being a big Hulkamaniac.
I'm not a big. First of all, I told you before, I wasn't a big Hulkamaniac. I wasn't. But I would say kinda, yeah. You know, I wouldn't say, oh well, yeah, it's all right. He wasn't deterring it to me. No, but he's still, what he said is still hurtful. You know, this is This was the guy who pushed professional wrestling, and he was basically like Superman. It's like Captain America saying, "Oh wait, well I shouldn't even say that now because they pulled that bullshit when he was Hail Hydra and bullshit." Yeah. Okay, but if it no, I'll still use Cap. That's like Cap basically saying, screw all Jews and blah 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 blah.
That's not strong.
That's yeah, exactly. Screw Jews. I'm not fighting for them. Blah 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 blah. And any Jewish hero, and there's not a lot of them, but Kitty Pryde is Jewish. Shadowcat, and she heard that, and she's like, "Wait, what?" Like, when I didn't see the video, but I heard that he said that. Like, he basically said the N-word.
But sadly, it was a recording.
It was a recording. Yeah, it's still hurtful. You're like, wait, is that what you think of us, Hogan? Like, really? Is that what you think? And because you don't want your daughter dating a black guy, and it's like that's what you think of us, like. And it is hurtful, but it's still kind of there. I'm not saying, but I do feel that, to me, he had some explaining to do. It was explained in some way, but I would say I have somewhat forgiven him.
There's difference in forgiving him.
Yes, forgetting. It's not. I haven't forgotten it, but I would say I have forgiven. Yeah. No, don't do that, brother stuff. Yeah, he needs to now stop that. Okay.
He can't.
Yeah, you know what? He can't. I know he can't.
It's like how Blair can't stop chopping when he trying to punch people.
Are you going for a more Agent Venom look or not? Not, because I love Agent Venom. I loved Flash as Venom. I thought that was a good. First of all, Flash did things. He really upped Venom. Like, he took, when Flash became Venom and then became part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, then we really got to see that the symbiote are really, they're not what it seems to be. Like, they're actually supposed to be protectors. The Clerk, that was the name of it. They're not even called the symbiotes. When they went to their home planet, and you got to see them, like, yeah, they're protectors, they're guardians. It's because, and they even explained it. The reason why Venom turned out the way he did when Brock had it, or how Carnage is because of the person that the symbiote bonds with. If the symbiote bonds with somebody noble, yeah, it's gonna stay noble. And I was like, Flash was doing that, and then they took it away from Flash, and then he became anti-Venom with still looking like Agent when he had the Venom symbiote, so just white and black. And it's cool, it's yeah, you give Brock, they gave it back to Brock, but Flash was my favorite. He's up there as one of my favorites. It's probably neck and neck with him and Eddie. Yeah, Matt, that was that was stupid to give Matt Gargan the symbiote. I thought that was so stupid. That was real stupid. I was referring to the fight between the Hulk and Clerk from. I think I missed that annual. I really think I did, so I didn't get to read that. I agreed. Yeah, Hogan said some really stupid stuff. Yeah, agreed. I agree. Not only stupid, but hurtful. Yeah, it was hurtful. It was, Green Arrow Hunter. Hey, do you think that Bane should be a big bad on Arrow? I would say why not, because they already brought in enough Batman villains on that show. And then they brought Bane into Gotham. I remember that. I guess and I really don't want to see any more Batman villains on Arrow. I really don't. Which one did you enjoy more? Batman Mask of the Phantasm or Batman Beyond Return of the Joker? Mask of the Phantasm. That's an easy one. I liked Return of the Joker, but I like Batman Mask of the Phantasm more. I like that more. Return of the Joker, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. The building up to what really got me with that movie was the building up to who this Joker was. That's where I was like, and they showed the flashback of what happened. That really got me like, whoa, that went pretty dark. I was like, whoa, and Joker did that to Tim, and you just see Tim smiling, but then he's crying at the same time. And that was crazy. But because we always wanted to know what happened to Tim? Like, and we got to see that. What happened to him? We never get to see in an animated series what happened to Dick. Only in the comic series you got to see what happened to him. But Dick had like a one eye now. I was like, oh God, what happened? But yeah, I'd match the Phantasm. But Eddie Brock is currently Venom in the 616. Yeah, he is. He's back. He's back in the 616 universe as Flash. I mean, as Venom. While Flash had the anti-Venom for a while. This is from iMart559. Do you listen to Hobson? Invictus, what up? Hey, Tony. Just reading that the Joker's coming to Gotham, the TV show, but it's not the Jerome character. You know what? Look, more power to him because I don't watch Gotham. I care less about that show. So do you like the Ultimate Marvel Universe? Because I loved it. It was a good concept to reintroduce people to who didn't want to follow the continuity of what's going on the original. But here you have Earth 1610 because that was the Earth for the Ultimate Universe. Basically saying like, okay, here are the characters. This is how they would probably be about in modern time. That's basically what it was, and it was fine. I didn't mind it at all. Well, some of the characters I did. I didn't like Ultimate Cap. I hated Ultimate Cap. He was such a dick. I was like, nope, that's not my Cap. And why? Because Fat Casada decided to say, you know what, Steve Rogers needs to be a badass. There's no way this guy goes through the darkest days of World War II and not kill anybody and not come out dark and twisted and more angry. Or so that justifies Hulk eating people. Like that, no, he's a cannibal. Like that's sick. No. I really think they still should have kept going with the Ultimate Universe. That's why I still feel Miles should be in the Ultimate Universe and not in the 616 universe. Because to me, Marvel didn't even scratch the surface of characters they could have ultimatized in a sense. They should have kept it going. Let's see. Next would be, let's see. Come on. Okay. Are you going to do a review on the Batman Gotham of Gaslight animated movie? Uh, I don't know. 'Cause I haven't seen it yet, so I didn't even see any trailers of it. I didn't even bother watching any trailers. To me, I still want to see the Batman with Adam West. I still want to watch that. I haven't watched that yet. That was Adam West's final performance. I want to see that more than I want to see Gaslight. So before Gaslight, I definitely got to see that. Uh, I agree with Chris. Fuck Ultimate Cap. He's a douchebag of an all-American attitude. Yeah. Which character do you associate Patrick Stewart with more, Professor Xavier or Captain Picard? Captain Picard. Because that's where I grew up with Patrick Stewart more with Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Than I was more with him than Professor Xavier. Even though he was at the time when they did it, he was like the perfect person to play Charles Xavier. So yeah, but yeah, I do associate Patrick Stewart more with Jean-Luc Picard. He'll always be Jean-Luc Picard to me before Professor Xavier. So yeah. Any more questions? No, I'm caught up on all of them. Okay, cool. Yeah, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Let's see. I don't like Ultimate Hulk. I don't like the idea of Hulk being a cannibal. That's way too sick. And you know who you blame for that stuff? You blame Noir and Casada. There you go. And look what Blob did in Ultimatum. Blob, what was he doing? He was eating Janet. How can like really like there was no need for that. There really wasn't. There was no need for Blob to go that route of being that cannibalistic. I'll never forget that. I was like, that is disgusting. I was like, he's eating her. He's eating her. And yeah, and then of course also, let's oversaturate. Let's go to the extreme of the abuse that Hank Pym did to Janet. In the original comic, he hit her once. That's enough. But no, what we got to do is really show. Yeah, he's an abuser. He's an abuser. So not only is he hitting her, but he's getting big, giant man hitting her. I'm like, fuck Millar, fuck Casada with that bullshit. I was like, you got to be kidding me. There was no need for that. I love Ultimate X-Men Offensive 4. I don't like the Ultimate Hulk. Ultimate Fantastic Four was underrated, but pretty good. Ultimate X-Men was probably the second title in the Ultimate lineup, and I enjoyed it. Didn't mind when they brought it when Colossus admitted that in this world Colossus is gay, things like that. I was like, I'm cool with that. I got no problem with that. There are certain characters I wish they'd have kept around a little bit longer, but they killed off a lot of people. They just started wiping out too many characters, and that's I think what killed the Ultimate Universe in general is the ultimatum, which they pretty much killed everybody, pretty much drowned everybody. Would you like to see a Turok movie? Done right, yes. Anything that showcases Native Americans in a better light is cool with me. But definitely in a better. You would have to have somebody really respect that character, and I would really want a Native American actor playing that role. If anything, the actor Obo Stewart or the actor who was in the remake of Magnificent Seven. There you go. Just bulk him up a little bit more, and that'd be cool. That's it. I don't want no white guy dressed at being a. No, you gotta get in real native for that one. Let's see. Here we go. Ultimate Cult creeps me out. Creep the fuck out of me, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You eating people? That's just out of the crazy. No way. I hated what they did to Luke Cage in the Ultimate Universe. That was terrible. He was. They killed him off. Like he made one appearance, killed him off. It was like that's. I forgot who he died by, but I was like, that's not Luke Cage. I think they also Ultimate Iron Fist was okay, but they could have done him better. The Ultimate Daredevil was a dick. He was a dick. What basically to me was it was Millar and Quesada's basically let's make all those characters the as I call them the magnificent 60s characters that brought the Silver Ages of Marvel and make them badasses or make them just arrogant pricks. Daredevil was a dickhead and all this other stuff is just like that's not Matt. Don't do that. Like it was just terrible to me. I didn't like some of the stuff that they did. Hey Chris, Batman vs. Two-Face is an awesome movie. You won't be disappointed. Good. I'm hoping I'm not. Out of all the X-Men movies, which is the best? The X-Men movies. Okay, we're just talking X-Men. Or you mean all of them? Days of Future Past was great. I did enjoy that. I still like the second X-Men movie. Wolverine was great because that's actually some of my favorite storytelling was when Wolverine was in Japan. I love that. And Logan, gosh, Jesus Christ, Logan was great. That was the first X-Men movie I can think that actually made me cry. Like, oh my God, I actually was crying on that movie. So yeah, those are some of them. Are you a fan of Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole? I'm more of a Kendrick Lamar fan. I like J. Cole. He's cool. But Kendrick Lamar, I really can consider him because I'm old school hip hop. I grew up more on old school hip hop. I grew up on all those great MCs that you probably don't know or maybe KRS-One, EPMD, Eric B. and Rakim, all these cats like that. I grew up on all those great cats that came out, Big Daddy Kane, and then and so forth and so, Biggie, Pac, and Nas and all those guys. But Kendrick really does his thing. I can truly consider him an MC. I don't say that to a lot of hip hop artists now. I don't say MC. He's one of them. I'm more of a Kendrick Lamar fan. I know he's actually working on music for the Black Panther movie. So I love Kendrick. He's good people. He's good people. I would say Logan. Yeah, Logan's great. Green Arrow Hunter. Should Werewolf by Night have a movie in the MCU or a TV show? I would say Netflix, if anything. I think Netflix would work better for Jacob Russoff, Werewolf by Night. But I really want to see them introduce the supernatural side more, like werewolf and vampires and stuff like that. Are you guys going to? Am I going to New York Comic Con 2018? Yes, I will be there. This time I'm definitely trying to go all 4 days instead of just 1 day or 2 days. I do plan to dress up again. I'm actually about to make a video of characters I may want to dress up as. One of them is Snake Eyes for sure. I want to dress up as Snake Eyes. But yeah, I'll be going to Comic-Con again. I think nothing will beat 2017's Comic-Con, in my opinion, because that just made my day. That one. But yeah. And one thing again, the biggest thing most happiest thing for me is that my brother enjoyed it too, so I was really happy that he enjoyed it. You know, I took him along with me, and we had fun. We looked around, we saw these great people in cosplay, and Malcolm got to meet DDP and Ed and Christian and Tommy Dreamer and all them guys, and even got to meet Tyrone Magnus, here on YouTube. I could have met him, but it was either him or Gail, and I chose Gail. No offense to Tyrone, but I had to meet Gail, and just knowing that she, how much her husband was plugging me, and the fact that Gail has told me before she watches my stuff, watches my vids. But just hearing her from her own voice saying, "Yeah, your vids are always on my timeline, and I love watching." It's just like, and then what she said about me and Malcolm on Twitter, was just that was just good stuff, man. I almost cried, man. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Uh, uh, Thoughts on Tyrone Cash? Wait, did I read that right? Make sure I read that right. Oh, you talking about the first Hulk from the 616 world? He was okay. Once again, I like Black Hulk. The other Hulk, that was cool. He's pretty good. But no, that is him. I think that is him. Yeah, he's okay. I admire that you follow so many forms of fun media. Would you rather create your own triple A video game, right for your favorite super, or run a wrestling promotion? um, I think I would love to do all three. Um, I would definitely love to write Spider-Man. Uh, I would love to write Spider-Man. Like, if there was a contest that was like, yeah, you do this and you get to write Spider-Man for your favorite character for a year, I'd do that contest real quick. Uh, and if I won, yeah, Marvel said, all right, pick the character you want. Spider-Man. I like to write him for a year. But I would want it in writing. Like everything I write stays canon. Don't erase that. So if I did some stuff in there, like bring a certain redhead back into his life, they keep it that way. Running a wrestling promotion, I would do that with like my brother or something like that. That'd be fun to do that. We would definitely have to do some stuff like that. Yeah, Ultimate Deadpool was stupid. I didn't like that either. Do you think that superhero movies could ever win an Academy Award picture? I dream and hope so, Hunter. I do. I think they can. I I I I ultimately hope they can. Definitely believe. I definitely believe they can. You know, I definitely believe that the superhero movie can win an award, and I'm not just talking about just for visual effects and things like that. I think for like for for movie, and just movie of the year, things like that. Hopefully someday they will. Black Panther could. Hey, let's hope so. Best wrestling game, I would say, SmackDown versus Raw, uh, 2006. Best wrestling game for me, probably No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000. Yeah, you know, I'd definitely go, you know, SmackDown's one of the some of the SmackDown games. Most of them were good, but yeah, it would all. But for me, it all started long before those games. Snake Eyes, yes, yes, I'm a big. That's my favorite Joe. I know in the comics, Snake Eyes is dead, and I'm like, who the fuck killed Snake Eyes? I know there's a new Snake Eyes, and it's a woman. I'm like, who the hell killed Snake Eyes? It was bad enough when I was reading a miniseries for GI Joe where it was Snake Eyes, Agents of Cobra. That broke my heart. That broke my heart. Uh, hell yeah, hell yeah, or okay, No Mercy N64. Like, yeah, it was good stuff. I went to my first Comic Con last year, and I want to go back this year. Yeah, when you go to a con for the first time, you have such a great experience. Um, one thing for me is the fact that it really just feels like you're around your people. Like nobody's looking at you any differently. Nobody's looking at you like, hey, what's this clown doing? No, people are just, hey, that's a nice look, you know. And you know, it was funny because when we went this year, there was two guys dressed as the Mario Brothers, and my brother said, "Hey, nice costume." They just like, really? Oh no, no. He said, "Yeah, can we take a picture?" And they were like, "Really? You want to take a picture?" And it's like almost like, dude, like, yeah, he wants to take a picture with y'all. Like, it was almost the point I almost said, "Then why'd you guys dress up then?"
They didn't feel their costume was that good.
Yeah, I guess.
For them more a picture. I thought it was better than that only Hulk that I saw.
Yeah.
The only Hulk I saw was like,
you know, it's even to the point like, you know, this one guy that at the comment was just like Michelangelo. He had that creepy that creepy mask, and I'm just like, no, just take it off, you know, do some. Um, Gail Simone, that's really awesome. That's so yeah. I took a picture and everything with her. It's on my Facebook. It's on my Twitter. It's actually on my Facebook as my cover. Um, I talk to Gail all the time, you know, on Twitter. She'll talk back to me. And there was so much more I wanted to tell her, but I didn't want to hold up the line to everybody else. There was so much I wanted to tell. Yeah, I know. Yeah, from the Ultimate Marvel. Yeah, I know the first Hulk. That's what he's talking about. I met Lita last year, and Batista is supposed to be coming to Comic Con this year. Would love to meet him. I would like to meet Lita. She was at this year's Comic. She was at last year's Comic Con, but she was only on a certain day. She was on Friday. Me and Malcolm went Thursday. Um, I feel like the New 52 was DC's version of the Ultimate Universe. Yeah, kind of. William Shatner is going to be there also. I would love to meet him. I would love to meet Captain Kirk, you know, or T.J. Hooker. I told you guys I'm old school. I've been around for so long. Yeah, in my opinion, Spider-Man is like the most interesting superhero of all time. And you know, you wouldn't get a lot of people, you wouldn't get a lot of arguments from saying that. You know, Spider-Man definitely, you know, revolutionized comic heroes when he first debuted, you know, and to think that he was just created almost on a whim. Like you ever hear Stanley talk about it, you know, he said it like his boss said, you got to come up with a new hero, you know, or this book is going to get canceled, you know, Amazing Fantasy. And he said all the time, you know, I didn't know what to do. And I saw a fly crawling on the wall, and he was like, Fly Man. He didn't like that name. And it's funny because there's a character called Fly Man. But then he went down a line of different insects, Spider-Man. I got it. And he was the first teenage hero to really have his own book. And the one thing is always, no matter what, Spider-Man is just so recognizable. You can emphasize on what goes on with it. Here's a hero at the time who was thinking about money, had girl issues, this, peer pressure, everything like that. He was someone we could relate to. He was very relatable. And I'm not saying you can't relate to Superman or anything like that, but for Spider-Man, it was that character that's like,
It's funny.
you know,
They consider Spider-Man. They consider him a classical anti-hero in terms of he was the opposite of before him. What a usual hero. What basically all of Spider-Man's weaknesses were actual human internal weaknesses.
Yeah, so you know, that is what it is. So that's not. He's very interesting, and he's very. I mean, I love other Marvel heroes. I got my top 10 favorite heroes, but Spider-Man is right up there, number one, and he'll never leave that spot. You know, number two is Daredevil. Daredevil will never take that. No offense to Matt, but Matt will never take that spot from Pete. You know, it's just who it is. But yeah, you know, I love Spider-Man, and I'm always gonna love him, and you know, and I'm always gonna, and I feel that young Tom Holland is doing what I wanted Tobey Maguire to do, and kind of what I wanted Andrew Garfield to do with Spider-Man. He is bringing what made me love Spider-Man. You know. Let's see. Snake Eyes is dead on. Oh no. Yeah, Snake Eyes is dead in the comics. I was like, who killed him? Let's see. All right, getting ready to wrap this up, guys. But Chris, have you been watching the new TV shows, new series, Better Late Than Never? Oh my God! In my opinion, that show is hilarious. Never, gotta check that out. Um, the newest show I watch right now, outside of the superhero shows, is The Resident. It's on Fox. It's a hospital drama series, and it has Bruce Greenwood on it. Yeah, the voice of Batman. It's my second favorite Batman voice, and he's an asshole. He's an asshole. He's always playing assholes. Corporate assholes, or just assholes in general. Sterling, Black Panther is going to be so great. I think it will be Marvel Studios' best film so far. Early reviews already saying that it's right up there with Winter Soldier, which is my favorite Marvel MCU movie of all time. So right there, that's good. Hearing that's good. That's real good. And I'm hoping Mr. Boseman and all them just get so much more press than they already have. You know, it should be good. Infinite War looks great because it's an accompaniment of all the years. But I know what Sterling is talking about. He's talking about does not have any other hero. This is a solo movie. It's just kind of different when you have all the other characters in it. So yeah, it's different. Great thing about Spider-Man is that he holds back. Spider-Man is a lot stronger than and I actually made a collage just showing how strong this guy really is, how much he holds back, and it's amazing. I've seen him throw a tank, throw it. I've seen him pick up a train. I've seen him hold up a side of a building, like hold it up, like he's holding it up. And I'm like, damn, how strong is this guy? Like, and not bad for a guy who's only 5'10", but he like the dude is stronger than he looks, you know. And sure, yeah. When we watched, if you read the Superior run, you saw how strong, why he holds back. Because when Ock had his body, and he punched Scorpion's soul, he tore Scorpion's jaw right off. And I was just like, okay, that you didn't need to. I knew that would happen, but you didn't have to show that. And Matt Gordon had to wear like a face mask. I was like, that was sick. But yeah, he's a lot stronger than he looks. He's a lot faster than a lot of people claim him to be, and he's very smart too. My thing is they focus a little too much on his humor and not his brain sometimes, depending on the writer. But yeah, he's Peter's a great guy. He's a great guy that you want to be friends with. You're like I could be friends with Peter. Like even if I knew his secret, I keep it. And he knows that he's responsible. Yeah, he takes that responsibility real. That is one of his biggest concerns. Like one of his biggest, if you want to call it a weakness. Yeah, he knows. I'm responsible for this. I'm responsible for my actions. That's it. Do you think Spider-Man 3 is as bad as everyone says it? I personally don't think so. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's bad, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's Sam Raimi's fault. It's more of studios putting their foot down, like, okay, this is what we want. If I said it before, if it had stayed with their Sandman, it probably would have been okay. They should have taken out the whole thing that Sandman was involved with Uncle Ben's death, which was stupid. But then they put Venom in there. Venom should have not been in there. I hated Topher Grace as Eddie Brock. That was, it's just like this is chump. It's like this chump as Eddie Brock. Like no, then the whole supposed. The thing about it was they just were doing too much. You bring in Gwen Stacy, which I will admit, Dallas Bryce Howard playing Gwen. She looked straight up Gwen from the comics. I'm like, and it was even parts of me like, Peter, why are you with Mary Jane? And to me, like I said before, Kirsten Dunst was not my first choice for MJ. She was not, but I guess the reason why is because her and Toby had a good chemistry. But Spider-Man 3 is not as bad, but it's bad to the point I don't.
Well, it's bad enough that you have. It's
bad, and I was just about to say it's bad enough that it's in my collection, and I have not unwrapped it. So yeah, it's bad to that point. I don't know. What nobody says to say Peter Parker, not Spider-Man, is the best comic character. Like I said, you're not really going to get an argument there. You're not going to get an argument. Most people always say, oh, guys like Batman, Superman are up there, and Spider-Man. But you're not going to really get an argument where somebody say he's the best character ever created in literature. Period. You're not going to get that. Nobody's going to deny that. Why do you think I'm so looking forward to this new game that's coming out? I can't wait to play that game. I wanted Spider-Man back in video game form where it's not based off of movie. It's
Web of Shadows.
Yeah, but in this kind of form of storytelling. So yeah. But after Web of Shadows and all that, what was the other games? All was based off movies again. They went back to Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was still based in that world,
I thought one of them was based on Craven.
Yeah, but still based in that world. Craven training him to be a better hunter. I'm like, okay, yeah. Tom Holland Spider-Man is my favorite. He could cross between. He's a cross between the 616 and Ultimate. Yeah, pretty much. Black Panther is going to have a huge impact, man. I can't wait. Yeah. Just a few more weeks. Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man because his performance made me the Spider-Man fan that I am today. I don't I've always said this. I don't mind. Somebody asked me once before, how do I rank them? I said it before. Toby, Mr. Maguire set the foundation. He set the foundation. He had he brought the brains somewhat of Spider-Man, but then we need to see enough of that. But the comedy he did not have. You know, he was too serious as Spider-Man. I was like, that's not Spider-Man. Then Mr. Garfield comes along and he shows his brilliant side, which is great. You know, you see him creating the web shoot and everything like that. But he came off kind of a dick too. It was like, wait, you're like, even when he was showing off, you know, when he confronted Flash, I'm like, you know, this is kind of being a bully. Now you're kind of being the bully, Peter, not the other way around. You know, yeah, come on, Flash, take the ball. Come on, take it. Oh, you know, come on, take it. And then he just threw him, and I'm like, dude, like, then here comes Tom Holland, and he brings it, and he brought everything that we saw earlier, but more of Spider-Man from the comics, and I like that. You know, so I give respect to all the actors, all three, or his two predecessors, but young Tom Holland really brings it for me. Let's see. Good night, guys. The missus is home. Superior Spider-Man is dope. It's so dope. Such an interesting take on Spider-Man. I don't like Superior Spider-Man. I did not like that. The reason why I didn't like Superior Spider-Man was because that series where Doc Ock was in Peter's body, that made everybody so dumb. That made everybody dumb.
Everybody's carrying the idiot ball.
Yeah, idiot ball. Everybody had the New York City's knows Spider-Man's MO so well. The Avengers know him longer, and they're wondering why he's acting. He shot somebody on TV, and everybody's just like, "Yeah, he's great." Like, if that was me, I'd have looked like, "Who are you? Who are you? You're not Spider-Man. Spider-Man don't use guns." That was what was pissing me off every time I read the issue. I'm like, idiots, fucking idiots. Like, what is this? J. Jonah Jameson's all cool with them. Like, really, Jay? Now you're cool with the guy, like, because he's taking lives. Fuck that shit.
It's like so you were upset. You thought he was a menace. I saved you. You don't feel he's a menace. I killed him.
Yeah, it's like, just idiot. Fuck that. Spider-Man was very. I agree. Topher Grace was such a shit Venom. His version of Venom was a bitch made as a loser. Yeah, I love Webber Shaw. Yeah, Webber Shaw was good. By the way, what do you think of the new Predator movie coming out? I'm a Predator fan. I've seen every Predator movie that's come out. I don't want another Alien versus Predator movie because those were god awful. But I've seen every Predator movie, 1, 2. You know, I've seen every Predator movie as well as the last one, which I thought was pretty good too. So yeah. One moment, guys. Trying to get kicked out of the game. Crap. Malcolm's over here playing Overwatch and he left the game. Like, now I gotta play for him. Like, shit. Or you get kicked out of the game if you don't move around. All right. So let's see. What trying to get to the get to the chopper. Yeah. Is there any more questions, guys, before I wrap this up, y'all? Get me more. I don't see any more questions right now. Let's see some more quick. Why do you like Dashi so much? Why do I like Dashi so much? Really? Like that's who said that? Fang Fan 83. No wonder. See, I can't. It's no wonder nobody else sees it because it's a spam. All right. Okay, I'm gonna answer that for you. Okay. Why do I like Dashi so much? Because he's funny. He's cool people. You know, Dashi is one of those guys you could see yourself hanging with, chill with. You know he made a life just doing what he likes to do. You know,
And now, you know, it's not even what he likes to do.
Yeah.
Also, based off of
Yeah,
suggestion.
based off
what they said.
yeah.
You're pretty funny. Why don't you try to take this?
Yeah, he was kind of suggested that. Nobody suggested me to do this. You know, do YouTube. I just decided, oh, you know, I could bring my knowledge of, you know, culture, you know, geek culture here, and see if anybody else follows me. But Dashi is just one of the guys. You're like, you know, I know there's people are envious of, you know, these bigger YouTubers. Like, what makes these guys? Like for me, I'm not really big on that Paul Logan dude. I've seen his videos before. I'm like, why does everybody like this guy? I never understood that, you know, but I wasn't jealous of him. I'm just like, yeah, but envious of him. I wasn't envious of him, but with Dashi, you know, it's just like anytime a Dashi video come, I'm gonna watch it. I know I'm gonna watch it. I'm like, okay, even if it's a game or something that I don't know, I won't play. He makes it fun. He makes it fun to watch. You know, it's fun to watch. Like he plays Dead by. I first watched him play Dead by Daylight because it was just a PC game at first. Then they ported it to the PS PS4 and Xbox One, and it was him that I'm like, okay, this game looks kind of interesting, and then I got into it, and you know things like that. But still, always waiting for him to put up another video. Anytime a new killer comes, I'm like just waiting to see what Dashi does. Right now, they added a character from Saw into the game, and yeah, you know. But Dashi's good people. He's just fun to watch, and I love Dashi. Like if I could meet him, it'd be so cool to meet him. You know, he made a living off of it. He showed. I remember him when he showed off his he showed off his his work area where he does all the editing and the editing and stuff like that. I'm like, that's so cool. I remember the first time he actually liked one of my comments from on Twitter. I tweeted him. I've tweeted him a couple of times, but the first time I know he actually responded back was when I put up the tweet. There was this guy. We were at Comic-Con, and this guy dressed up as Mega Man, and I put that up this week.
But wait, no, I thought you was first time you saw me when you asked him for advice, like what's better.
Oh yeah.
Polls, or he responded and said polls.
Yeah, that's right. He did. I asked him about polls, like should I, what's better, polls or on here or on YouTube, and he kind of said polls. But then the second time was where he actually, I showed him a picture of Princess Peach as he called Princess Peach bitch ass, and Mega Man. He loves Mega Man, and I said, check this out. And he said, my boy killing it with that homemade Mega Man. I mean, this dude did look. He had like to get like the Mega Man's real boots. He actually used a garbage can, those plastic garbage cans. I was like, it was really cool. It was really cool to kind of get that look, but he actually, and he got like thousands of tweets. You know, people were just loving what Dashy said. But I love Dashy. You know, it's just he's just fun. You know, so there's more to it why I like him, but that's a real reason why. You know, it sounds like to me, dude, you're jealous, and that's why your thing is spammed on my drink. Nobody else can see it. I'm just saying, like, because the way he emphasized it, why you like him so much? Yeah. So, but anyway, let's go. I gotta go, man. Peace. Thank you. As always, I'm about to break out myself. So let me answer the rest of these questions, and I'll end my vid here. Okay, the movies I'm the most excited for this year: Avengers, Deadpool, Incredibles 2, and Halloween. What are yours? Jesus, that's too many. But all right, I'll give you a few. The Incredibles 2, definitely. Outside of the superhero movies, let me throw the superhero movies out of the way. I definitely want to see this new Halloween, you know, where it's taking place 40 years later with Jamie Lee. Yeah, everything else has been retconned. That never happened. Another movie is Pacific Rim Uprising. That's definitely, I want to see that. And I'll give you one more. Yeah, those are some. I'll just give you those. Can I be? Emma, please. Can I be a mod, please? A moderator. Oh, you want to be a moderator? One of my moderators? Well, maybe next time you can. I don't order sure chicken on on a scale from 1 to 10. How pumped are you for the Royal Rumble this week? 5. I don't get as pumped for the pay-per-views as much as I used to. For the WWE, but for the NXT stuff, I'm always pumped. I actually went to. Okay, my cousin loves Dashy. It's great. Spider-Man versus Livewire. Who will win and why? I say Spider-Man win. He's dealt with electrified characters like that. So, yeah.
I don't see why.
Mike is scratchy. Yo, Chris. See what's up. Oh well. Hey man, you better hurry. Chris is gonna close out. So yeah. Sorry. Sorry, Daniel. I'm closing out the show right now. But I want to thank everybody for coming through. Thank everybody. I will be back next month. What is my favorite mechs? That's too long. That's too long to even go with. But I'll throw still Voltron out there. He's a mech. Okay, there you go. But anyway, guys, gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed. But I will see you guys next time. The next open mic will be. Let's see. Next open mic will be. February 8th. I'll be back February for another live mic. But other than that, guys, you guys take care. Peace, love. Keep it real, as always, to my pack. I'll take care.